Hey everybody, Nick here with the Bridge Group. Today we're going to be exploring the financial benefits of owning a home versus renting a home here in the greater Houston area. The first reason is that home ownership is a form of forced savings. So every single month as you make payments towards your mortgage, part of that monthly payment goes towards paying off the principal of your loan. Over time, houses tend to appreciate in value. The difference between your home's value and the amount that you owe still on your loan is what we would call equity. As you increase that amount of equity over time, when you go to sell the house in the future, you have essentially saved that money or put it into a savings account that you can then pull out later when you sell your property, and you can realize the profits or realize the money that was built up over time. Recently, CoreLogic actually revealed that the average homeowner gained $65,000 in equity over a 5-year period. The second reason is that home ownership provides tax savings. When homeowners are filing their taxes, if they take an itemized deduction, they can actually claim the interest paid and their property taxes as a way to reduce their taxable income. The third benefit is that homeowners are able to lock in their monthly housing costs by purchasing. Your monthly mortgage will continue to stay the same or even go down over time as you continue to pay off the loan. Now, even if the HOA dues or your property taxes increase because your home value is appreciating over time, it typically still doesn't go up as much as rent would during that same period. Now, if you've ever been in a lease, you know that rent typically goes up over time. It doesn't ever really go down over time. The fourth reason is that purchasing a home is typically less expensive than renting. Now, some would argue that renting allows you to avoid having to pay for property taxes or having to worry about maintenance and repairs. But I would actually argue that that's incorrect. You see, the landlord has to still pay property taxes. The landlord still has to worry about maintenance and repairs. And he also wants to profit a little bit off of that monthly income. So who do you think that gets passed on to? That's right. All of those things are actually baked into the rent that you pay every single month. And typically that rent goes up over time and not down. Now, to answer the taxes part of that, homeowners in Texas actually get to benefit by what's called a homestead exemption. This is an exemption that's given to all homeowners that allows them to essentially discount their property taxes by paying taxes as if their house was worth a little bit less than it actually is. So at the end of the day, whether you rent or own, you're paying somebody's mortgage. Either you're paying your landlord's mortgage or you're paying your own mortgage. Who would you rather pay? Now, something else that people don't typically think about is that both renting and owning have upfront fees. Most of the time, people are concerned about purchasing a property because they're worried about having money for the down payment and the closing costs. But paying for a lease actually has upfront costs as well. Think about it. There's application fees, pet deposit fees if you have some furry friends. You also have to pay your security deposit and your first month's rent. That can actually add up to a lot of money. Why not save up some of that money and be able to put that towards a down payment or the closing costs? The fifth reason is that no other investment allows you to live in it. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, when you buy a home, you get to live in that home and enjoy that home for as long as you live there. So as you're paying down your monthly mortgage, your home value is appreciating. Whenever you sell that home in the future, whether it's 5, 7, 10 years later on, you get to get that equity back. Even though you got to live in the house and enjoy it during all of that time, you typically get what you put in back out when you sell and you realize it in the future. Now, with all that being said, I don't want you to think that I believe that renting is bad. In fact, I think renting can be a great thing for a lot of people. But if home ownership has been a goal for you and you're scared about making that step, hopefully today I've been able to encourage you that home ownership can be a great thing and a good investment for you and your family. So the real question is, should I buy now or should I wait? Freddie Mac actually predicts that interest rates will go up to 3.8% by Q4 of 2020. Right now, interest rates are actually at a historic low, so it's a great time to buy. Also, CoreLogic predicts that home values will appreciate 5.4% over the next 12 months. So this just means that the house that you see today will actually be more expensive in the future. So if you're ready now is actually a great time to look for your next home. If you're not ready, don't worry. You now have time to be able to save some money for that down payment and those closing costs. And along the way, you're going to need somebody to help you find the right home. That's where I come in. Me and my team at the Bridge Group have a ton of experience, and I would love to have the opportunity to show you how we can help you find the home of your dreams. If you've also been considering selling a property in 2020, I would love to have the opportunity to show you how me and my team at the Bridge Group can get your house sold for top dollar and in the shortest amount of time as possible. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down below. I put out new content every single week. Thank you so much once again. We'll see you on the next video.